Cyberpunk, just like many games that are highly anticipated, they can come with like launch day issues, and it's not really. I don't think it's anything new, but you can tell like when this game is optimized for both PS4 and PS5, that they are probably going to pull some strings to make you try and buy a PS5. Which is not ideal. I think it's very shady marketing behavior, and it's it's something that it's anticipated a lot more than previously. So I want to get up a comparison while we talk about it of PS4 versus PS5, so we can fill it a little bit and just go through the actual comparisons. And this comparison really covers not just the graphics, but like load times, all that kind of stuff. So we'll go into it, and we'll talk about the game. And if anyone's played Cyberpunk as well, let me know as well, so we can have some added discussion alongside it. But I've been looking forward to getting Cyberpunk. I'm not gonna lie. But not probably
2077 on the base PS4 stack up compared
not
to
exactly
running on
right
the
now,
PS5.
but at some point.
As you'll see in this video, not great. Just to clarify a few
So
things,
you don't
what's
have
running
it at the
on the
moment?
PS5
I don't.
is the PS4
I'm not.
version of the
It's
game,
probably
not
unfair to put it as 480p. If it'll load. Yeah, Valhalla is crashing
not
quite
the
a ton.
upgraded
There we go.
PS5 version, which comes out sometime next year. Also, both versions have the latest patch as of the
Lower
release
the
of
volume
this
as
video.
well, because I don't think it's that important. So this is, I think this is the loading time. So 2 seconds or 3 seconds on the PS5, but PS4 still loading. There we go. Not great. It reminds me of the old PS3 Oblivion days. 30 seconds to load. What is that? Is that just like a little box, and then around it is? Oh bloody hell! Oh, that's buggy in itself. Really needs so many patches. Like,
But the thing is, they rushed it, didn't they?
yeah. Well, it's like
They were gonna, they kept delaying it and delaying it and delaying it, and then they must have been like, oh, we can't keep it delaying it, for another time.
yes,
We're
you
gonna have to
can.
release it.
This is the thing I don't get with companies. You can, because you get so much flack if you release it and it's a buggy mess. Like look at like No Man's Sky, for example. There was so much stuff that was left out of it.
That's my favorite video ever, when the video where they show the graphics from the trailer and then they cut to what it's actually like.
Yeah.
It's the Jurassic Park, and then they cut to a shitty fluted version of it when the actual graphics are there.
Yeah. So I'm looking at this now. So it just looks, as smooth as possible on PS5. PS4, don't know.
Not so much.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm looking at on PS4. I think I might just get this for PC. I mean, as long as it's optimized well, which I think games coming out on PC these days are being optimized better than usual. That's some interesting hit detection there on the PS4. It's just astounding that the sort of bugs that we saw earlier on in the video just don't really.
How much would a copy of this game be?
Let me check actually, because I think they're the same. Let me see, if my phone is not buggy in itself. Go on shopping. So PS4. So it's like PS4 and PS5.
His arms just weren't there to start with, and it just appeared.
The cheapest I've seen it for is £44.95, which is relatively cheap for a new game. So that's not too bad. So this is where we're getting like the detailed comparisons, essentially. So this is the thing I do not get, is that I think the PS4, in terms of comparison to PS5, it doesn't look too different. but the performance is just so lacking, and you can see stuff failing to render there, like with that sign there. It was like the whole draw distance thing. Like you can see,
there was the bloke in the mirror. His arms kind of appeared later than the rest of his body.
yeah, like look at that, and the frame rate just looks horrible. You know, like the PS5 just looks so much smoother. You know, you just look at all this kind of stuff, and it just looks. An ass job. Okay, steady on.
Yeah, apparently. I was on Jay from Tesseract's stream, and he told me he told us he got it, and that one of the things you do in the game is that you customize how big your genitalia is.
Yeah, I think I can't remember who was saying in my stream yesterday that people have been getting in. No, they haven't really been getting in trouble, but it's kind of like a grey area to stream this game because of that feature. But I think Twitch's terms of service is like implied sexual content is not allowed, but you know, accidental nudity is fine. I'm not sure what the exact TOS is on it.
Yeah, weird.
But like that color rendering as well, not great. I just feel like stuff like that it can look so much better on PS4 because I've seen it in plenty of games previously. And look at those frame drops as well on the PS4.
Ad coming. Well, I think we get the idea with that anyway.
Yeah. So, in short, it felt like when it came to prioritizing PS5 over PS4, no balance there, which kind of makes it seem like they're trying to push people towards the later consoles. But I think just do it naturally. You know that when you make games that are properly optimized for PS5 and they're too graphical to perform on PS4 properly, then you can have a smooth and comfortable carryover. But in that way, it just shows laziness, and it shows, you know, it's a game that just seems like an unplayable mess on the PS4, and it's not ideal. I don't know. What do you think?
Well, I don't know. I'm probably not going to get it. You know, I don't have a PS4 or a PS5 yet.
I don't blame you.
It's just that, you know, I find the hype surrounding anything inevitably kills it, no matter what it is. You know, it happened with No Man's Sky.
Yeah, this is.
And you know, I just you know, it happens with me with certain bands. You know, the hype always inevitably kills it for me.
Yeah, this is why I think number one, I don't get many games on launch day now until I've, you know, seen a review from a player perspective, not just from a professional reviewer perspective, because I feel like you know, we can I'm questionable about agendas in professional reviewing, but you know, I'm not saying anyone's paid to do it, but you just don't know where there's going to be shown any bias and things like that, because you can have reviewers from different sites like hate Sonic the Hedgehog, for example, so every time they review a Sonic game, it's not going to get the best score. So I prefer to like get a more collated sort of response from playing this game, rather than, you know, just a professional reviewer's perspective. So there you go. That's Cyberpunk, and yeah, let's see how it turns out next year.
How it pans out, yes.
And I'm sure when I'm 60, then I'll get it. But otherwise, I probably will just like upgrade my graphics card on my PC and just get it on PC. I think, because that just seems the way forward. I think I'm only going to get PS5 for exclusives and stuff. And I think the only console at the moment that I trust for like smooth launch days is like the Nintendo Switch, because they don't really have anything that screws up on launch. It's just it runs as smooth as possible, and I suppose that's due to the dedicated software. It's only when games are ported onto the Switch that problems arise. So there we go. Let me know what your thoughts are. Xbox Series X is okay. Yeah, I'm still I'm still a PS5 guy. that leaning towards, because of a lot of the games on Xbox are probably going to be on PC as well, so I stick to PC for that.
Yeah.
But there we go.